Hello, welcome to another video. So today I'll be teaching you guys how to build a document summarizer, which can summarize either just text that you copy paste or whole files that you upload into the app as input. So before I do get started, if ever you want to get a PDF version of this tutorial instead, or a Notion version of this tutorial, I linked that down below. When you download the Notion, you actually have to download it as a Notion file, but when you download the Notion, it comes with a PDF, so you kind of have to get both. Before I also get into the tutorial, I will do a quick intro on the platform I use to build apps. This isn't sponsored in any way, but I do just want you guys to be familiar with what platform I'm using, because this platform might be new to most people. So yeah, I'll just be inserting a clip that I did in the previous video for the intro to this platform, and then I'll get straight into the tutorial. Also, basically, this is what Airops looks like once you make an account. This is your workspace. It's pretty straightforward, really. You create a new app through this button. Right now I'm still using the free plan because I don't really need the paid plan yet, because I don't really have a lot of runs for my apps, or I don't have a lot of users for my apps yet, and I don't really use a lot of data. So it basically allows you to build apps that are powered by AI, or it doesn't need to be powered by AI, but just really automate stuff that you need to automate. I just took this video from I think this is like a kind of an introduction video that you see when you first log in, or when you first make an account. So yeah, it's really easy to use. By the way, this isn't sponsored in any way. I just really love the platform because it's so beginner friendly, especially for someone like me who has no tech background. It just felt really easy to use. Of course, if you're trying to build more complex apps, it will get more challenging to use, but whenever I had questions or concerns, it was just really easy to reach out to their support team through the chatbot in the dashboard, in the workspace, yeah, in the lower right corner. So yeah, and then they were really helpful whenever I had questions about how to build some things, or how I want to get a certain output, and what steps I need to include, stuff like that. So yeah, if you're a beginner and you're not from a tech background, I would highly recommend using Airops, because it's really easy to understand the logic. And if you do know a bit of code, you can include it, but I don't, so I don't use it. I just use what features they have. So yeah. So let's get right into the tutorial. Now for the document summarizer, I won't be building this from scratch. Instead, I'll just go with the template that Airops has, because I find that the workflow that they have in this template is already more comprehensive, and I think it's better than if I built something from scratch. So let's also make our life a bit easier by using the template, and I'll just teach you or tell you about the different inputs that the user can send to your app to summarize. So yeah, so this is what it looks like. So it also inserted some code, I think. Yep, they did. So they inserted a code step, and then they did an iteration step, then a text step, and then an LLM step. So yeah, if you don't want to have to deal with all the hassle of building that, you can just start from here, and then just edit what kind of input you want. So if we're gonna edit this, you can choose to have the input as just long text. So basically it's gonna look like there's gonna be a text box, and then you insert the text. You can only copy paste the text, but if you want to upload a whole file, then you click file text and then input file. Yep, there. So we can do that, but if you do change the name of the input, you will need to change, I think you need to change something here. Yeah, you do need to change something here. Instead of input document file, it's gonna be input file, output file. Yep, because that's gonna be an error if you don't actually change that. I'm just gonna check everything just in case I might have. Yep. Okay. So let's see if I have a file that we can test. I think we can do this one. So this is actually from an org that I built before, that I started before, so no worries. Yeah, so while we're waiting for the test, I will just go through. Oh, sorry. Maybe let's do that later then. So the file's uploaded. Now let's execute. Okay, let's do that again. Okay, so it's done. Now let's look at the output. Okay, so here's the output. So they're still running this one. Oh, okay, I see. So I think they did the iteration because they're sending the document in sections and not as a whole file. That's what I understand. Yeah. Okay, so here's the output. Yeah, basically it's summarizing the policies that are in the document. So yeah, pretty much what the app does. Let's also publish this app so that we can run it from our workspace. So yeah. Now if we run the document summarizer, when you click it, it's actually gonna look something like this in the workspace. So you click this to upload a text file, and then the same output that we saw earlier will show here. You can also share this app if you enable sharing, and then send it to people, or you can even integrate it using REST API or embed it in your website. So yeah, that's pretty much how to build a document summarizer. This is also the same app that I used in the minutes of the meeting app that I built in another video, where the transcript of the meeting that we got from the first step of this app is actually sent to the document summarizer and then returned to the minutes of the meeting app as a part of the output. So yeah, I'll also link that video in the description box. So yeah, that's pretty much how to build it. You can really build it in under 30 minutes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was way quicker than that. So if you do want to download a reference for you to get back to and not have to watch this whole video again, you can always just download the Notion file or PDF file that I linked below for this tutorial. I also included some images so that it makes things easier for you guys. Again, you do need to download you kind of need to download both. So the PDF comes with the Notion file, so you can download that in the link below. Yeah, it's pretty much really straightforward, really. But yeah, I'm planning to build even more complex apps as well. So I'll also do a tutorial on those. But yeah, thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a fun time building.